wore out, I'm tired. But here it is. Whenever I think about being wore out, being tired, you know, somebody can get this on their phone and probably end up on Facebook, but I ain't no little weak gymnast that quits when you go and get stuck. My generation is cut from a different cloth. You know, I don't quit when the going gets tough. Been plenty of times when I've been in the car, tired, dog tired, turn around and go back home. You see, I'm not doing this for myself. I'm not like somebody out there flipping around on TV on some monkey bars out there trying to get a gold medal for myself.
Mark Robinson, a 55-year-old member of MAGA with plenty of baggage, spoke brazenly of the greatest gymnast ever.
I've just never felt like this going into a competition before, and I tried to go out here and have fun and warm up in the back, went a little bit better, but then once I came out here, I was like, no, mental is not there. I didn't want to do something silly out there and get injured, so I thought it was best if these girls took over and did the rest of the job, which they absolutely did.
That being Simone Biles, trashing her decision to not risk injury after suffering the twisties at the Beijing Games. Biles, though, is not alone.
I think simply I felt like it was the right thing to do. What was said about them and the way that it was said about them, and not talking about the issues that they wanted to talk about, that felt wrong to me. In much the same way that I came to the decision about kneeling, I came to the decision about coming out. It wasn't really a question of, is this the right thing to do? Should I do this? It very quickly became, why am I not?
On United States women's national team star Megan Rapinoe.
I'm saying this now, and I've been saying it, and I don't care who likes it. Those issues have no place in a school. There's no reason anybody anywhere in America should be telling any child about transgenderism, homosexuality, any of that filth. And yes, I called it filth. And if you don't like it that I called it filth, come see me and I'll explain it to you.
Robinson, running to be governor of North Carolina, not only despises her for simply being a member of the LGBTQ+ community, he devoted plenty of posts to her on Facebook. In 2019, he would write, "I hate to give this foul-mouthed, anti-American space on my page, but I saw the quote and could not help myself." In another, he wrote that she is an unpatriotic nitwit, a moron, claimed she spit on the flag, and labeled her arrogant. He also intentionally put lady in quotes, along with president, when referring to Barack Obama. Of course, it is no shock that he would despise Brittany Griner as well.
And here's the thing, whether you're talking about Adolf Hitler, whether you're talking about Chairman Mao, whether you're talking about Stalin, whether you're talking about Pol Pot, whether you're talking about Castro in Cuba, or whether you're talking about a dozen other despots all around the globe, it is time for us to get back and start reading some of those quotes. It's time for us to start teaching our children some of those quotes. It's time for us to start teaching our children about the dirty, despicable, awful things that those communist and socialist despots did in our history.
An interesting choice of words here from the lieutenant governor. In 2014, Robinson quoted the Big H in a Facebook post. Somehow, some way, it remains up to this day. Then in 2019, he took to Facebook yet again to air out his thoughts, mainly on minimizing the Holocaust. This would be a pattern of his. It is quite shocking that these remain public and up on his page to this day. Thus, he would use the very same platform to attack Griner, calling her a leftist stooge, stating he had zero empathy for the WNBA star, noting she deserves to be imprisoned.
You know, it was a time when we used to meet evil on the battlefield, and guess what we did to it? We killed it. We didn't quibble about it. We didn't argue about it. We didn't fight about it. We killed it. When the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, what did we do? We flew to Japan. And we killed the Japanese Army and Navy. We didn't even quibble about it. I didn't start this fight. You did. Some liberal somewhere is going to say that sounds awful. Too bad. Get mad at me if you want to. Some folks need killing. It's time for somebody to say it. It's not a matter of vengeance. It's not a matter of being mean or spiteful. It's a matter of necessity. We have wicked people doing wicked things, torturing and murdering and raping. It's time to call out those guys in green and go have them handle it. Or those boys in blue and have them go handle it. We need to start handling our business again. The further away we get from the concept of 1776 and why we declared our independence and how we declared our independence, the further we start sliding into making 1776 a distant memory.
Aside from these insane comments, gold medal skier Lindsey Vonn was another target of Robinson's. He'd resort to another post on his favorite social medium, Facebook, to angrily type that Vonn is a dummy and invoke that she should stay in her lane. All right, so I'm going to lay this out for all of you very clearly. Before I do, please, if you can, become a channel member. Go to youtube.com/TYT Sports. Click the join button or if you're cool, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And if you can, go to tyt.com/join to support the network as a whole. Okay, now that that's out of the way. If you have not seen it, I 12 out of 10 recommend checking out John Oliver's piece on Mark Robinson, which shows his divisive language, the way he targets the marginalized. He at one point said that women shouldn't vote. He is like a character in a game of what a MAGA person is. And as I see it, it is so incredibly easy for someone like him, and it's no knock, I need to be very clear, there is no knock on people who are shaped like him, but for someone like him to go out of his way and continually bash women who are at the peak of their athletic prowess and target them and put them in his crosshairs and the MAGA mob's crosshairs over and over and over again is not only cheap, but also just pointing it out. He can't do a tenth of the things they do. Let's go back to his point about Simone Biles, the greatest Olympian ever. He dogged her because she decided at that point in time she could not compete to help her team. And we read all about what the twisties are. We showed you medical professionals. We showed you the inability for a gymnast when they are in the air to not know how they're going to land or where they're going to land, because you have to be perfect, not just physically, but mentally. And she wasn't with the latter. I remember seeing just a few days ago, a Brazilian Olympian is confined to a wheelchair because of an accident that occurred, and now they compete in the Paralympic Games. That is exactly what we could potentially be talking about if Simone Biles said, you know what, Mark Robinson and Charlie Kirk are going to be on me and I have to compete. The twisties are like the yips in golf, except there's no contact, sans your putter in the ball. You are putting your livelihood at stake. And for Mark Robinson and others within the MAGA sphere to go after Simone saying that she's weak, she's not weak. Out of anything, I think what the reaction proved is she is damn strong, but they don't care about it. You know, back in my day, we were cut from a different cloth. How far back you want to go? It's troubling. If you are in North Carolina, vote. Do not let this man reach the governorship, because it will only get worse. There has been a history with him as well, and his business practices that I highly recommend everyone checks out. He should not be the person for the job, but I think it shows a lot about America that he may be.